it really feels like fall. It's like when October gets here, the temperatures start to get cool, gets a little crispy in the air. You can even smell the fall sometimes. So now we have to kind of make that transition. So we're going to talk about that transition. And if you are someone who does that, I dress up a little bit for, I'm a teacher, I still have to interact with the kids. I've got so many things I have to do. I'm a real estate agent, so I have a casual dressing look. You know, I don't wear a three-piece suit, you know, because it's not appropriate to my job. The Harlo cuffed denim trouser jeans, okay? This is the style of jean that, how come it took so long for us to get back to this? I don't know, but this is a mid-rise, so it's got like an 11-inch rise. It's hitting right at my navel. So I like the mid-rise. It's not the high rise. I had some on today, Brittany, that were high rise. When you're doing that high rise, you have to literally size up another size because you're bigger here than you are here. And so that 2 inches in that high rise makes a difference. So think of that when you're buying a high rise, that you do size up a size. So tonight I am wearing the Harlo cuffed denim trouser. This is just a nice wash. It's not a light wash. It's not a dark wash. It's not a medium wash. It's a great transitional wash. It is a wide leg. They're fit to the hips, so they fit at the waist. These don't have an incredible stretch, okay? These are more of a dress pant jean. If you're going to wear a jean, they're more of a dress pant jean. They do have the 5-pocket styling and a little bit of distressing right here on this top of the little change pocket. And then the back pockets are placed really well, not too low, just placed nicely, and they're plain. So you've got just a real basic look. And they're fitted to here. And then the leg starts to increase in width. So when it gets just to the fullness, just past the fullness of your hip, you get that wideness. So you don't have that tight around the leg feel. So you get a nice drape, and then they are a straight leg, and they have a really cute 2-inch cuff on the bottom. I'm 5'2.5". I'm wearing the 28. And the 28 is like my perfect size. I mean, I've got just enough room back here where I could put a belt on if I wanted to, but if I'm gonna sit, it's not gonna move. You know, sometimes you get that waist is too big, and then you sit and it gaps away. You're not gonna have that. With the way these are cut, you're not gonna have that. And the 2-inch cuff is really trendy. So it's got a little bit of that 70s. It's got the 80s legs, but the 70s cuff. Does that make sense? And so let me get a pair right up by the camera. So these are the Harlo cuff denim. So you've got your standard zip and button at the waist. You've got the 5-pocket, and you can see the little distressing, and every pair is distressed identical. So don't put your nickel in this one, okay? And then you've got nice pockets, but they're not a terribly deep pocket. They're just, you know, up to my knuckles kind of pocket, like a 4-inch deep pocket. But the back is your standard depth of the pocket. And then you have just a nice wide leg, and then you go all the way down, and look at these cuffs. So you've got, it is truly, and it's a sewn cuff. They're sewn on each side. And so for this time of year here in the Midwest, this is that perfect transitional jean. It's still a little warm, so you've got the width of the leg. It's not binding and making you feel warm and uncomfortable. But yet if you're out in the evenings, and it does get a little cool, it gets down into the 60s at night, then it's nice to have that little bit of extra layer that's just a little bit warmer. So these are the Harlo. They're called Harlo. They're vervet denim, and they don't have, like I said, they're not an incredible stretch. There's a little, but it's not an incredible stretch, okay? They're not a hard, you know. Brittany, remember when we were kids and jeans were like, the denim was crunchy and hard. And like, especially the Levi brand, where they were dark blue and they were just hard. And these are still have that soft feel to them. So they're a comfortable denim. So they're available 28 to 32. So 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And Brittany, I think there's a size chart on this listing. And so a 28 is like, I'm a 4'6", so I'm wearing the 28. The 29, I think, is going to size more towards an 8. And the 30, like a 9. 31, a 10. 32, 11, 12. Am I saying that correctly, Brittany? Can you see that? And so, oh, she's moved on ahead. She's got plenty to do. You know, she's.
Okay, so the size chart here is size 28 is a 7, 29
Yeah.
is a 30 is an 11, 31 is a 13, 32 a 16.
So 32 is 16, 31 13, 30 and 11, 29 a 9, and 28 a 7. Okay?
Correct.
So I'm a 4'6", I should be wearing a 28. Okay? And that's what fits me. So these are like the perfect fit. So, and that's the difference between Mrs. and junior sizing. Okay? And 28, 29, 30, 31 is that's the Mrs. sizing. Okay? So a 28 is a 7, 29 is a 9, 30 and 11, 31 a 13, 32 a 15. Okay? If you like number size rather than and it's what it is, it's the waist size. It's the waist size of the jean. So it's like the waistband is a 28 around. Okay? So now you know my waist measurement. Okay, so these are the Harlo cuff denim trouser jeans. They're $69.95, available 28 through 32. And Brittany, we will definitely be looking at Vervet denim when we go to Dallas in October. We will be in Dallas in October. So pairing this with this tonight, and this tee this is a dentelle tee, and so cool, perfect for this time of year. You can wear it with the denim, or you could wear it with shorts and skirts. So it's just a great transition piece because it's soft, it's lightweight, and it's got that little bit of a beachy vibe. We're still ready to go to the beach. I'm not done with doing fun outdoor things. So this is the Coastal Cruiser graphic tee. It is $56.99. This is available small, medium, and large. Okay, we're sold out of the extra large, so small, medium, and large. I'm wearing the small, so it's got a little bit of a drop shoulder dolman cut. So there's a shoulder seam right at the top, but there's no darts, and then we have the underarm seam. So that gives you a little bit more room in the bust when you have that this is called a dolman cut, okay? And it has an unfinished edge. Oh no, it has a finished edge around the crew neck, and then it has a seam that goes all the way across up at the top of the neckline above the bust line. So bust line here, you've got the seam that goes across the top, and there is a fine mesh panel that impression is made on that mesh panel, and then there is a 3D impression on the t-shirt fabric underneath it. Okay, it has a the mesh is a raw edge, but the t-shirt fabric is totally finished on the bottom. You've got a center back seam and then these dolman sleeves. So you've got a nice coverage on the arms, on the shoulders, super, super comfy. If you're a teacher, if you are in school, if you are in a profession where you don't have to wear that three-piece suit or the dress and stockings or blazer, this is definitely comfy. With the trouser jean, I feel like it's just appropriate in so many applications. I'm wearing a wedge sandal with the trouser jeans, a 3-inch wedge sandal. I'm 5'2.5", wearing the 28s, and this length is perfect. So if you're 5'5", you're going to be able to wear a flat. with these, with the jean in the 28, okay? And the Coastal Cruiser, it is a white, and then that cute little vintage beetle with the palm trees on the top. Love the feel of it. They're $56.99. So I'm wearing the small. I'm a 4'6". So small 4'6", medium 8'10", large 12'14", and you can just wear it over the top of the jean if you want. You could give it a side tuck if you wanted, and just give it a little, give it a little shape if you want to do that. Be careful how much you tuck, because you don't want to lose your Volkswagen Beetle. And it's just, I wouldn't tuck it all the way around. I would either wear it out or just a side tuck, because if you do the front tuck, you're going to tuck the Beetle, and you don't want to tuck, you want everybody to be able to see the little Volkswagen car. So this is the Coastal Cruiser graphic tee, and it's small 4'6", medium 8'10", large 12'14", $56.99. Pair it with the Harlo denim, and you've got a great season transition happening, because we got a transition from that summer into heading towards fall. But I don't like to head to the sweaters and all that stuff for quite a while yet, because here in Minnesota we wear them long enough. So I like to keep the lighter layers. So if you do need a blazer, you need a jacket over the top of it. This is how I would style it. I would style it with the side tuck, and then I've got the little angle of the hem front and back, and you can still see my Volkswagen Beetle and my palm trees. And then we're going to top this with our basic black blazer, okay? This is just your basic black jacket, but it is a really nice, this is a nice weight for this transition time of year. It's a fully lined jacket, and I'm gonna get my collar even here. At least I'm gonna attempt to get my collar even. Every time I look in that camera, you think after 5 years I would get it straight, but okay. So it is a fully lined jacket. It does not, it's a non-buttoning. So there's no buttons, no buttonholes. It's just one of those open, easy jackets. Fitted at the shoulders, okay? I'm a 4'6", I've got the medium on. And I like the 3/4 length sleeve with a little bit of ruching, and that ruching happens on the inside sleeve. So when you're talking this time of year, you're not a long sleeve, okay? You've got a little bit more air, and if you want, you can pull those sleeves up. You could roll them back if you wanted, and let that, it's got a nice pretty satin black lining. So you could just roll that back if you wanted to, and cuff it so that you see that satin, which would be a nice contrast. The tone-on-tone contrast would be fine. Otherwise, it's a 3/4 length sleeve. It does not have a vent, so it has a straight seam down the center back. It is more your 80s square cut. Remember the 80s, blazers were more of that boxy cut, and that's what we're happening here. It has the pointed corners at the bottom of the hem, the notched collar. Like I said, the ruching's on the inside of the arm, but then you get that 3/4 length sleeve. So it's just a nice way of adding, you leave the house in the morning at 7 o'clock and you head to your job, wherever you have to go. It's nice to have that layer. And then by the time you come home at 4:30, 5 o'clock, the temperature is up in the 80s. Then you don't need the blazer. You take the blazer off, you put it over your arm, you head to the car, and you've got just your cute little graphic tee. And you still get to see the image on the graphic tee, and you get to see the Volkswagen Beetle. So a fun way to style this. So this is called the Basic Black Blazer. And these are working pockets on the front. So they're flat pockets, and they're working pockets, fully lined, but they do not have buttons. So it's just a flap. Has the notched collar and the square cut. Has the center back seam, but it also has the princess seaming on the back, but you don't, and princess seaming on the front. But the princess seaming on the front only goes as far as the pockets. Okay, so that's what's giving you that more boxy square look on the front. Fully lined, black on black. And you can see the sleeves with that inside the sleeve, inside seam ruching, giving you that cute, trendy 80s boxy look. So this is the basic black blazer, available only in small and medium. They're $39.99. $39.99, so it's a great great value, a good piece of clothing that is going to just get you a long way this time of year as you make that transition into the full fall feel. So we've got like a 3-4 week period here in the Midwest where it's like one day we're warm, the next day we need the jacket. This is that easy layering piece. So basic black blazer, $39.99. A small is going to be a 2-4, medium 6-8. Okay, I'm wearing the medium, and I'm feeling it's just hitting me at the very outside edges of my shoulders. So I don't feel like it looks sloppy, but it is meeting at the outside edge. But when I do this and I put the small on, I like the feel of the medium a little bit better. Okay, so I say the small is a 2-4, medium a 6-8, and available only in small and medium. So we're gonna accessorize just a little bit, and we're gonna go back to a silpata piece that we just haven't. We've shown these, and I need to put these in store because they're not in either of the store locations, and they're a fun as we get into the winter months. And we talked about bib necklaces and liking something that's a little bit heavier and bigger, and that's as we get heavier clothing on, our accessories get a little heavier too. And these are a beautiful silpata earring. This is a sterling silver. So it's a sterling silver. This is the Attract earring. It's called Attract. And what it is it's a giant swirl. You can see it's just a swirl. Starting here, very narrow, and then as it goes all the way up, it gets thicker and thicker, and that is sterling silver. So to wear this one, I had to make sure I didn't have an earring in. You're just going to string that through your ear as far up as you want. And then you have, it's like an open back hoop, but it's just that swirl. So you've got and these have a really nice weight, a really good amount of sterling silver. They're 925 sterling silver. 925 sterling silver meaning the alloys that give you all the allergic reactions and stuff, they have been pulled out when you have that 925 sterling silver. So it's like clean silver. Okay, so wearing it is going to be really easy. And like you saw me, how easy it is in. You just slide them in and away you go. And I love the look of that. And just a little bit heavier. So a good hoop, a nice blazer, a cute graphic tee, and a great pair of jeans. And you are really ready to make that transition into the next season. So this is the Silpata Attract earrings are $75, and they are 925 sterling silver. And as you can see, it's just that continuous hoop all the way around, starting really narrow in what would be the post or the finding, and then as it gets more to where the earring is happening, you get a nice wide ribbon of sterling silver. So it's got a real ribbon effect that makes it very interesting to wear, and very interesting for people to see, because it doesn't look, the ribbon is uneven, and it's kind of at an angle, and it's not all the same width, and it tapers at the end, and just it has really good character. So these are called the Attract earrings, and they are $75, 925 sterling silver from Silpata. And you know the Silpata comes in the little velvet envelope, and then you're going to get the envelope snaps shut, and then it goes into the little tray, the little blue velvet tray, or the blue tray box. It's like Tiffany jewelry, only Tiffany is like that aqua color, and the Silpata is the royal blue. But beautiful gift giving if you're looking for a special gift for someone. So those are the Silpata Attract earrings. Another thing that really makes an outfit pop is a really interesting bag. And Brittany, the bags with the digital watercolor images on them have been so popular. We are down to just a few of those remaining in stock, and they've been an easy thing that I can put in my little tub and take with me when I'm doing shows, because it allows me to market a little bit of my cotton patch boutique and let people touch and feel the quality of the things that I have. And those little bags have been really popular because they're a crossbody and perfect for the fair and festival season. So if you have, in fact, Ruth Keller came to see me in Morris, Minnesota at the Stevens County Fair. She's got the little hummingbird bag, and she was carrying that bag that day. So that was...
Ruth is on tonight, too.
Well, good to have you here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody that's on because of the...
Well, let me tell you, Ronnie Snyder, I said she's on, but she just took one of the small blazers, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie, you're going to love... You're going to love... You're going to love this little blazer, Ronnie, over any t-shirt, any blouse, top, the little cap sleeve sweaters. Yeah, this is just a great no-brainer basic.
That's the name, Basic Black Blazer.
Yeah, Basic Black, real creative name, Basic Black Blazer. And cute little bag. This guy, mushrooms. Right now, not the novelty thing that's happening right now, folks, it's mushrooms. Mushrooms are huge. You're seeing them on all the gifty things. So, in fact, I just got the cutest little notebook and had a gnome and mushrooms just like this on that notebook. And the pen that goes with it is like a little twig. It's a white faceted plastic pen that looks like a little twig. And so... you're going to see a lot of the mushroom motifs, super huge right now. So this is from Chala. This is the mushroom novelty purse. They are $64.99, and these bags are so incredibly cute. So you've got that novelty layered. You can see the different layers of the Chala applique on the front, and so this red piece is literally lays over the top of the white, and the brown has top stitching on it, and the grass lays over the stems on the mushrooms, and the butterfly lays over the top of the mushroom, and the snail is sitting right on the top of the mushroom, and then the background is like a woven basket. It's like a basket weave on the background. Then on the top of it unzips from each side, and then you open it like you would an accordion in a way. So an accordion's open, and then you've got a pocket, and then you have RFID card slots in the back. You've got a width of about 2.5 inches across in the bag, and then on the back wall, it's got the zipper pouch that is actually the front wall of the bag, has the zipper pouch on it. And then Chala's, the signature chocolate brown with turquoise polka dots is their lining on all their products, and so very cute signature lining. It has a nice slide pocket on the back of it, and I love this. I mean, it's nice and deep, so you could get your cell phone in there, and it's a nice wide, this is like 8 inches across. So that's really just a substantial, fun bag. And what is really cute comes with a little bag charm. You can see we've got a butterfly, and the body is laid over the orange, and then we've got this cute little leaf, and that's attached. And then the strap, this is their signature strap. This is kind of new to the Chala products, where it actually says Chala on the signature strap all the way around. Fully adjustable, and I can do this. This one is adjusted, so I can do it crossbody, and you've got inches more. But talk about a fun look, where you've got the graphic tee and your little blazer. If you're going out to a craft fair or something this fall, and you want to take that signature fun piece that people are going to stop you and go, oh, I love you. Those mushrooms on that bag are just adorable. That's what they're going to say, because it's just so unique. So it's a standard smooth pebble vegan leather on the back, and then the two-way zipper on the top, so you can zip them both one way or meet them in the middle, however you want to do it. And then the layered applique on the front. And it's cut out in the shape of the mushrooms. So this is the Mushroom Novelty Purse. They're $64.99. And vegan leather. Chala, the very first product we brought into our boutique, and I know many of you have Chala pieces. This was the newest styles that they had come out with, and so we brought in just the very newest of their styles. So Mushroom Novelty Purse, all vegan leather, fully adjustable crossbody or shoulder strap, however you want to wear it, $64.99. So we have had so many people commenting and loving the Sundance stroll romper. It looks like a dress when it is on the mannequin, when it is on your body, it looks like a dress. But it is actually wide legs, okay? They're like elephant legs, and they are T-length, so they're gonna hit between the knee and the calf, and it is so easy to wear, just a button front. Again, these warm days of summer, if you are doing the fairs and festivals that are all upon us, this is a rayon gauze, and it is super, super lightweight, but it is not sheer. It is opaque. So you could easily wear a regular bra, you could wear a bralette, you could wear a sports bra underneath it, whatever you're most comfortable with, and you can just wear it as a dress, or if you feel more comfortable, you can throw a pair of bike shorts, the shorty slip things underneath it. I don't feel like I need it when I put one on, and it has side pockets on both sides. So fully functioning side pockets. And it's like a handkerchief patchwork. And on Friday, I talked about this, Brittany, and I got a message from Ruth Keller that said, can you hold up the 2X? And I got the message after I had logged off. So Ruth, this is the 2X, okay? So 2X and ample sizing, okay? Ample sizing, and very flowy, very comfortable. And this is something you could stick a t-shirt underneath it, just a ribbed tee or a tank. If you wanted to layer it, you could. If you feel like the arm openings are a little too large, which I don't feel they are when I put it on, but you could layer it over a tee. You've got plenty of space to be able to do that. And so this is the 2X, Ruth, and I would say a small is a 4-6, medium 8-10, large 12-14, and then it goes 1X 16-18, 2X 20-22. And so that is how I would size it. And love the feel of it, the gauzy feel. It's drapey. If you're out, you're at a fair and it gets into the evening, put a denim jacket over it. And then you've got that extra layer. You can wear it with a high top. It would be adorable with a high top sneaker, or a fashion sneaker, with our little ruffle socks. You could do that. There's just so many ways to style this guy. And remember, those side pockets are so handy and so comfortable. Especially if you're a mom on the go, it's a one and done. I mean, you've got the buttons on the front are like a faux wood looking button, and you just unbutton, pull it up, button it up, and you are one and done, ready to go. So if you like the ease of that kind of an outfit, I highly recommend this guy. So this is the Sundance Stroll Romper, small through large, $57.95. 1X and 2X, we are sold out of 3X. 1 and 2X, and the 1 and 2X are about at the same level of stock. So $59.95 for the 1 and 2X. And it's a transition between dress and jumpsuit, or dress and romper, so it goes either way. So that is the Sundance Stroll Romper. So I think we have a box that we need to get into here.
Yay!
And
My favorite.
Brittany's all about getting, oh, before we get into the boxes, my friend Sharon does all of our Diamond Art cards. And we've been selling the Diamond Art cards really well in the store. They're in the Coon Rapids location. And so we picked up some new styles yesterday. Look at this butterfly. That is all hand set rhinestones. Okay? If you need, these are $6 a card. So if you need a fun card for somebody, they're so bright.
Oh, they're so gorgeous.
And so festive. So this is butterfly, and look at this lady on her surfboard. And she is all blinged out. I thought she was just spectacular. And then of course, dragonflies are always big. We had dragonflies, we'd sold out of them, so I picked out another dragonfly to put in the store. And then some happy birthdays. We can all use happy birthday. Look at this birthday cake. And then they just said happy birthday to you on the back. And in most cases, they're blank on the inside, so you can write your own message. And, oh, look at these kitties. We hadn't had...
So pretty. These are the kind of cards you cut the top off after a while and put a frame on it, right?
Oh, yeah. You don't throw I told her, I said, I don't throw these away. They're just way too cute. And we hadn't had any kitties. And I thought, look at this little princess. She's just a princess. I thought those were so cute. And then some more happy birthdays. Here's another birthday cake and a happy birthday letter. And so those are in the Coon Rapids store, and we've got an amazing selection of the Diamond Art cards, and we've got them on the website. But what we do on the website is rather than letting you pick out the card, you just kind of pick the occasion, and then we pick out one for you. That's the way it works best, okay? And so those are the Diamond Dot cards. You're going to find those in our Coon Rapids location. That's at 3033 Coon Rapids Boulevard in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. This box is from Dontel. And remember, we loved the Dontel, the feel. Like this t-shirt, they just feel like butter. They are so amazing. And so we picked this out in February. We could have worn it in February. And here it is now, September, and it is here, and it'll be time to wear it shortly. So we're gonna grab this, but this is called the Platinum Cowl. So this is the Platinum Cowl neck. It is available small, medium, large, and extra large, and I will throw one on, but this is just, again, it is not a heavy. It's not a heavy weight, but it is a heavier weight, okay? So this is a platinum with a little bit of a sheen, and then it has this shiny gold. The gold is almost like I think it looks like a crocodile pattern, a croc pattern, all over. So you've got that gold. I think we lost Brittany. But,
I'm here.
oh, okay, I just heard that beep. And so it's a long sleeve. It has the cowl neck, and then it has the ribbon tie if you want to cinch that cowl neck up. And then it's a straight cut all the way down, okay? I can also already look at this and say a small, I think, is going to be a 2-4. And so I think a small is going to be snug for me, so I am going to dig further and grab a medium and slide this on. Are you ready for these? I mean, it's time.
Ready for 'em. This is one thing we both agreed on. Usually when we go to market, one of us, we kind of go to the end of a rack and work our way to the middle, and as we find things, we pull out what we like and put those on a rack, and then we both look at that rack together, and this is one top we both chose, and because it was just so cool, and we love the style, but it just looked so cozy and comfortable.
This would be perfect with a legging. You could do a black legging, you could do a charcoal legging,
Or jeans. I mean, it looks
any
great
kind of
with
denim. I'm going to put it on.
Would be good.
Right now, it's
And
going.
I want to remind you, because Pam is unboxing this stuff, she does have these priced,
Yes, because they're not yet on the website, and this medium is the perfect size, okay? Perfect size for me. So the small is going to be a 2-4. It has a little bit of a fleecy feeling to it. This cowl could be worn like this, okay, with the drawstring down if you wanted to, or you can fold it over all the way and wear it this way. So however, whichever direction you want to wear it. I'm feeling
it that way better.
And I'm feeling the length of the sleeve is perfect on me. I've got a little bit of a drop shoulder again, but I've got really free movement all the way around. So I'm going to say the medium is a 2-4, small is a 2-4, medium 6-8, large 10-12, extra large 14-16. It's a straight hem all the way around, and you could easily do this with the trouser jean I'm wearing. And it's going to be really cozy, comfy feel. And I like that little bit, I mean, it's got that gold line in it, but it sparkles, but you have to turn, you have to turn just the right direction to see the pattern. I mean, the pattern's not screaming at you. And so, and it's a marley gray. So it's called platinum. And then it's got that, you can see the gold line throughout the whole, and it's got a sweater feel. It's got a fleecy inside. So it's got a real cuddly fleecy. So if you want something that you can just, we go to the movies on Friday nights and I'm always chilly. You put this on and you're going to just be cozy. It's got that cozy feel. No pockets, real slim, smooth seams on the edges, a smooth finish on the back. Just really easy. But these are $64.95. $64.95. Small is going to be a 2-4, medium 6-8, large 10-12, extra large 14-16. Okay, so small, medium, and large, and that's the platinum cowl neck top. It is brand new, not on the website yet, and loving it. A really good choice from Dontel, and a perfect choice as we get into the fall. When that day you go to the pumpkin patch and you just want a little bit of something, you don't want to be wearing the heavy coat. This is just that nice cozy layer that's going to get you through. So, and another thing with that, think about jewelry, longer, bigger, because we've got the longer tops, we've got the bigger collars. This piece is so good for those situations. This is the Ethereal Layers necklace. This one is available only in the gray remaining. And this has that, it's cut glass on the top, and this is on like a stretchy elastic. And then it goes down to this satin cord, and you have these 8mm faceted glass beads that are identical coloring and everything to the beads around the back that are on the stretchy part, and then these little faux leather tassels all the way around. So this is the perfect necklace to go with this if you want to just layer on another layer. So perfect layer, perfect feel. The gray with the tassels, you can see, and it's not a heavy look. It's just a little bit of that, carrying that sparkle if you want to dress it up just a little bit. So this is the Ethereal Layers necklace. These are $35.99. The gray is all that remains in those. And devotionals, Brittany, I've got to get some devotionals up to the store here in Coon Rapids because they are like flying out the door there. As much as I'm gone, I start looking at what's selling, and it's like, oh gosh, pack a bag and take it up there. Count your blessings and stop stressing. This one...
Ronnie wants to know if you're going to have... Ronnie, if it's the necklace or the sweater, you're asking if it will be in the store.
The necklace has been out on the road with me. If you wanted a closer look, I would leave it at the store. But that has been in my tub of things that have been going out on the road with me because we don't have a lot of this left. We are down to just the one color. And then the top will be going to the Coon Rapids store. It will go on the website, and then it will go to the Coon Rapids store, and that will happen before the weekend. So Wednesday or Thursday, it'll go on the website, and then it will be in the store in Coon Rapids. Okay, it's not going up to Princeton yet. I'm not ready to turn Princeton, and right now I just don't have the minutes to go to Princeton. So that is where we are. So count your blessings and stop stressing. Okay, that's the name of this little devotional, and it is a dated 365-day daily devotions. If you deal with a lot of stress, this one is for you. That which was lost, the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost. That is from Luke. You've got 2 paragraph lesson, and then Father, words to express my gratitude fail me. It's just like that one line prayer. Father, words to express my gratitude fail me. That is where you write the words that express your gratitude, so that when you need to, you revisit what you've written. Okay? So love that. That's the June 19th. And then they have a title page on every month. So here's August. August 1st was Don't Give Up. They ought always to pray and not lose heart. You've got to keep the faith. You've got to keep in there. You got to stick in there through the thick and thin. And I have to tell myself that every day, because let me tell you, when you're a small business owner, you're always on eggs. It doesn't matter where you are. You're always on eggs. And you just have to put it in God's hands and say, I'm done. I don't have time to spend stressing about this. And so, Father, I trust you because I know that you hear me and will always will answer in your own good time. My biggest problem? Patience. Patience to let him answer in his time. So I love everything. I remember looking at these when I was buying this, and just loving everything about this devotional. It says, overcome stress and dwell in God's abundant peace. This one is $17.99, and it's a leatherette embossed cover, beautiful scroll on the inside pages, pretty artwork, the royal blue on the headers and on the footers of the pages. So just a great little, if you got somebody that just seems to just spend too much time thinking about what could or what if, this is for them. So count your blessings and stop stressing. 365 daily devotions. These are available online. I don't think this is in either store. So online, cottonpatchboutique.com. And now this one, perfect for fall. We have sold through this particular devotional so many times. It's the one that can go male or female. It's perfect for the fall with these foiled, it's got the gold and copper, or gold and rose gold foiled leaves. You can see how the foil kind of reflects. And it's almost like a linen back, and it's a leatherette. So it's like a leather-like binding. And this one's $19.99. So it's For I Know the Plans, 365 daily devotions. And this from Jeremiah is on the back cover. It says, For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. I don't know how we can say it any better, but you can see the title pages for each month, and then you get the daily devotion, and then you get a Bible verse, 2 paragraph lesson, and a little prayer, and then you get some questions to ponder also. So, God, you say that I matter. You celebrate me and love me in ways I cannot begin to understand. Help me to live knowing I am loved by you. Do you know your worth according to God? You are priceless in God's eyes. Priceless. Are you able to see yourself as loved? In God's eyes, if you are priceless, if he cannot put a price on you, you are loved. Do you see yourself as someone worthy of celebrating? Let me tell you, celebrate yourself every single day. I can't say that without enough stress. No matter how good or bad the day it is, Celebrate yourself every single day. That's important. So that was the June 30th devotion. Okay, so love this one. It has been so popular. I think this is the third time we've had it in. For I know the plans, 365 daily devotions. These are $19.99. Again, available online, cottonpatchboutique.com. So we've had just a blast tonight. Brittany, I feel like we've had a really good time. And I feel like the time has gone fast. But now we won't be live Friday because I'll be driving to Silver Bay, Minnesota for a show. And we won't be live next Tuesday because I will be setting up at the South Dakota State Fair. So you need to watch cottonpatchboutique.com because there's going to be things happening on the website and on our social media and everything while I am off doing these other things, okay? If you follow Pam Linton Music, if you follow my music career at all, my first music video from my new album, Pam Linton Songs of the Carter Family, drops at noon on Thursday. That's the 21st of August at noon Central Time. It drops. And so check out, look for those things. It's all going to be happening. There'll be links that'll go up. You'll be able to view it, and I want to hear from all of you. But until then, until we get back together again, it'll be in September that we get back together again. There will be some new things here. There's a whole lot of things happening. So keep your eye on the website. Remember, I love you and God loves you. Have a great night. Bye.